So first, I want to introduce, and she can announce who she is, what she does, and what she about. This is Tanya, everyone.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
So I'm the executive director of Somos. So Somos essentially is a Latino-based organization. We work in we're a non-for-profit. We work in collaboration with the New York State Puerto Rican and Hispanic Task Force. So back in the day, those that represented the Latino community within the legislature and in government were Puerto Ricanos. So that's where the foundation comes from, but we are a Latino organization, and basically at our core is about getting more youth and becoming more civically engaged and promoting people of color into positions of leadership. I know that we had a good time last year. Those that have participated, it was a great experience.
Xavier, they say, Javier. Javier is so important to us as well. For years, I've been going to CB11, which is Community Board 11, but I would like him to introduce that, what he's done and what he's doing, and he brought his family. So
what does the community board do? What do? We are the ground floor civic engagement. We're 50 appointed members. We're volunteers.
They approved our event for Shake Block, so we gotta thank them.
We have a lot happening this year. A lot's coming up. How many of you are registered to vote? We got an election coming up with our assembly, our senate. That's the level it impacts this organization and many others. Arts, health, your state grants. It comes from the feds. The states are the ones that fund it. And then it goes to the city, but it's really at the state level. That's where you make a difference. So it's important for you to show up. So it's important for all of you to get out there.
This is a good friend of mine, Trent, Bishop, and Pinky.
Me and Violetta go back, way back, in the 80s. She used to be dancing for me when I was rapping on stage. I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own manufacturing catering company. I'm a host of a podcast called Food for Thought. I come on every Thursday from 8 p.m. I'm live, streaming on all platforms. So retired FDNY paramedic. I retired in 2020. I did 32 years as a paramedic in New York City.
He donated at one of our anniversaries and donated, so we can thank him on that too. And his cousin, the twins, were our bodyguards. So we was official back then. You thought we official now? Back then we had security guard twins in the front of the stage, standing there like we was really celebrities.
And I know you guys are good. And yeah, I want to see more.
Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome, y'all. Trent Small, the chef, aka Red Specs. I'm in the building, man. And this is Food for Thought, man. Yeah. My brother and co-host Papa Wolf will be in shortly. He had to take care of some business, but he'll be in shortly to join us all, man. And this is Food for Thought live every Thursday night from 8 to 10 p.m. We'll be discussing food, music, and the truth. Streaming live on all platforms, including Spotify, for podcasters, people. And we're just going to get into it. My brother's not here, but we're going to start it up. So let's do it. Let's go.
A new year calls for a new kind of podcast. Live every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Yeah, man. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Food for Thought. I'm your host, Trent Small, the chef, a.k.a. Red Specs. I'm here with my brother and co-host, Papa Wolf, a.k.a. Alpha Moon. And thanks for tuning in, everybody, tonight. Like I said, my brother is taking care of business. He about to pop in later here to take care of some things. But right now, I would like you to follow, like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe button at your lower right corner of this video. The lower right corner of the video, you will see that subscribe button. Hit that, man, and turn on your notifications so you won't miss an episode, man. Yes, we appreciate that. We will appreciate that. Yeah, man. Food for thought is always taking monetary gifts and donations is always accepted here at Food for Thought. You can cash app us at Food for Thought FFT, or you can zell us at Food for Thought 1424. Money orders, checks, cash is always welcome here at Food for Thought, man, to help with this podcast, man. And I thank everybody for your donations to Food for Thought, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. And you guys, you know, you can always catch this audio portion of our podcast on Spotify for podcasters, man. Yeah, Food for Thought, once again, every week, always taking video submissions of all genres, poetry, spoken words, comedy, or any videos you have in your community, anything you guys is up to. You can always send those video forms to Food for Thought 1424 at Gmail, and make sure that they're MP4 files, man. So that way we have no problems putting it on the screen here, man. Yeah, man. Also,
what's beautiful in your city? Look for the Food for Thought truck in your neighborhood.
That's right, y'all. Look for the Food for Thought truck in your neighborhood for a chance to win prizes from us or any of our sponsors, man. And you could also get that merchandise, that Food for Thought merchandise, by contacting us at Food for Thought 1424 at Gmail and type in, "Hey, I need that, man. I need that." And we'll let you know how much everything costs. And you can help us out here at Food for Thought when you order those T-shirts too, man. We appreciate that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm here solo right now. My brother's on his way because I know you guys miss Alpha Moon. You know what I mean? And so he's going to be here pretty shortly, man. Right now, what we can do, and let's get into our sponsors and our partnerships.
Today's episode is sponsored by Dubby Energy Drinks. Dubby allows you to have faster reaction time paired with laser-sharp focus without the jitters or a crash. If you want to start winning more, this is for you. The Premium Energy Drink Dubby.
Get 10% off your entire order from Dubby when you use coupon code Food for Thought, which helps support the podcast.
No doubt. Food for Thought, that coupon code, 10% off of whatever you guys buy from Dubby, man. From Dubby, no doubt, no doubt. So this has been a busy week, man. But first of all, let me get into what's happening next week. Next week is our final episode of the season. We're going to go into season 3 soon. But season 2 is going to be over next Thursday. But we still going to have our dedicated viewer contest. And that is, we're going to ask you guys questions from all of our episodes. And then we're going to have questions on that. And we want you guys to tune in for that, man. And you guys should know the answers to all these questions because we've been having all the guests on all these episodes. So you guys just, if you got to go back and look at some of the stuff, you guys look back and see some of our episodes that way. So when you get into that contest, you guys will be A-okay, man, on that one. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. So tonight we're going to have a couple of guests here. We're going to have a singer, songwriter, today, and also a rapper today coming today. So you guys don't want to miss that. It's Bria Cheri. She's going to be in tonight, singer-songwriter. And NTO LAVE, he's going to be in here in the building too. And we're going to chop it up with them and get into a little bit of their history and how they came to be, the music that they sing in, their background and everything like that. You know what I mean? So we're going to get into that too. Also, I'll be cooking one of my dishes today. I'm just going to make something called etouffee. Okay, so etouffee is a chicken etouffee, has its roots in the vibrant culinary traditions of Louisiana, particularly in the Cajun and Creole communities. Okay, so etouffee, this recipe is ridiculously flavorful. It's super easy to make, comes together in 30 minutes. And so you guys definitely don't want to miss that, man, at all. Yeah, you guys don't want to miss that, man. So we getting back into election time because election is here. And election 24 DNC updates, I've been looking at it and checking it out. The Democratic National Convention kicked off Monday at 7 p.m. in Chicago and gave Kamala Harris the Democratic nomination for president. She received over, I think, 4,000 votes. Tim Walz accepted his nomination as vice president last night. So let's see what happens with that. President Joe Biden, he started off earlier. I think that was Monday. He did his leadership and legacy speech and then ended up with his formal speech at that time. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who was the Democratic nominee for president in 2016, she said she did her remarks, and also the First Lady, Jill Biden, AOC, and Obama's, and many others, man, did their remarks. So I liked it. I had no problems with it. It was very entertaining, very informative. And also they had many others deliver remarks. Also with performances by James Taylor, Mickey Geisen, Jason Isbell, Patti LaBelle, Common, and many others did some live performances there too, man. And that was really good. That was really good. I appreciate that. Yeah. And of course, former President Donald Trump and his running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, are holding counter programming events to try to undercut the convention's message. So you know how they do. You know how they do. Bad mouthing and talking around a lot of crap. That's what I call it. A lot of crap. I'm telling you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So my brother's coming in pretty soon to chat it up with you. Yo, what up, man?
Yo, what up?
What up? In the building, man. In the building.
Ain't no more waiting. I'm here, baby.
Yeah, man. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. You jump into the pilot seat. We was.
I see. Getting into the politics of it all.
Yeah, man. I was just touching base on the DNC yesterday. Kamala Harris. Well, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, they came on Monday. Yesterday was Kamala Harris' husband and son. They spoke yesterday and stuff like that. You know what I mean? What do you thought? What you thought about it?
Oh man, I loved it. You know, I was watching as I was checking in, seeing you doing the thing, holding it down. Yeah, let's give a big shout out to Bishop Red Specs holding it down. Yeah, man. had to go take care of some business and everything. But I loved it, man. I loved it. I mean, Wass's son, excuse me. The way he shows so much love and stuff for his dad and his little girl. So let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Listen, we either got that way or the other way. You know what I'm saying? Pick your choice.
That way or the highway. Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, But that's how I feel about it. I'm just ready to get it over, turn a new leaf, and see what we could do as a collective. Democrats, Republican, Independents. See what we could do as a collective to bring this nation and bring the people that need help. And different things like that. See what's there. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm super excited for the day too.
Yeah, tonight is going to be a big one, and they cutting into our time, but it is what it is, man. We have to get this done, man. You got to get this done, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? I know Pinky gonna keep us posted up on what's going on. I know you got the stuff going on there looking. So any changes in anything, let us know. If Beyonce pop up in there, because they thinking she might pop up. Let us know. Let the viewers know what's going on.
Yeah, man. Call us in, man. 347-903-5664, man. If you guys is over there going back and forth with us and the convention, man, we appreciate that. Any updates, if you have, just throw it in the comments and we try to put it up here too, man. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, man. So some tragic news. Sunday, 6 people, including a U.S. national and British technology entrepreneur and one of his daughters, were missing since Tuesday after their luxury sail yacht that was sailing off the coast of southern Italy, Italian islands, and Sicily. They encountered a violent storm, and this boat that they were on was like 180-foot boat, and it was anchored out there half a mile away from Palermo, and Palermo, which had 22 people on board, 10 crewmen and 12 passengers. Yeah, man. So the vessel sank about 5 a.m. local time, it was about 11 p.m. Eastern time Sunday, after being hit by a possible water spout spawned by a storm. So they had a storm there, and the Italian media said that the wind snapped the sailboat's single posts, because you know how they had the post, and it unbalanced the vessel and caused it to capsize. Dang. Yeah, it caused it to capsize, and 15 of those on board managed to escape. Thank God it wasn't everybody on the yacht. And they were rescued by this Dutch flag boat that was nearby or whatever, and they picked them up. Yesterday, they had divers down there since then looking for the other members of the boat. So the divers found 4 bodies yesterday and 1 today. So there's 1 left, and on the boat was Mike Lynch. Like, Mike Lynch is the guy who owned the boat. Okay. So I think his daughter is the last one missing. Wow. So
is it part of the Merrill Lynch family, or you don't know?
Mike Lynch, he's just a technology guru, this big guy, and then you had Morgan Stanley.
Yes, he had all the big boys.
Jonathan Bloomer and Chris Marvillo. They were all on there on the boat hanging out, and this happened. It's crazy. So that also goes to show you it doesn't matter what money you have, billionaires, millionaires, whatever it is, man. when it's your time, man, it could just take you out, man, and that's it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know,
it's crazy. You know, you would think with all the navigation and stuff like that, these things will be not obsolete, I wouldn't say, but wouldn't happen. I wouldn't even say, but less rare. That's the word I'm looking for, like more rare. But it almost sounds like the Titanic without the ice. Like. And I didn't. Did they say what was the cause of it? I didn't.
Well, they said that the pole snapped. Remember, I was telling you the pole snapped and caused it to capsize. But the storm is what caused it. So the storm, blew it over it. And once that thing snapped, the sail snapped. It just capsized the boat. And I think a lot of them were underneath the boat and down in the cabin sleeping and stuff like that. So a lot of them wasn't on top of the boat where you could just jump off or something. You know what I mean? They were underneath inside the boat. So if you're inside the boat and you sleeping and all of a sudden water's coming, it's like, and you going down, that's tragic.
I thought, with the maritime regulations and stuff like that, they would have like these boats and vessels that they don't sink so fast, give you a little time. Even if it flip over, it's supposed to roll, you know what I'm saying? And don't take on water so quickly. It seems like, it took on water quickly after, the storm and everything. Boom, it just got overwhelmed with water and went under so quickly. They didn't even have time to do anything.
Nope, no time to do nothing, man. So
kind of crazy.
So I bless the family and hope they find the last person so they can, get closure, because
and
losing somebody at sea is horrible.
Yeah. And then they just have something in Maryland, right? Last year or something like that with the ship that hit the bridge. And, what's going on with all these boats and, planes, they getting defective parts, boats. You're gonna have to train it, baby. You have to take the train, leave them boats alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So
boats, planes, all that.
Yeah. So what else is in the news? So according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons, one of the former Minneapolis police officers involved in the George Floyd murder has been released from custody. So this is Thomas Lane. Thomas Lane was guilty in 2022 of violating Floyd's civil rights during the May 25th, 2020 incident when former officer Derek Chauvin murdered Mr. Floyd. So Lane received 2.5 years in federal prison during his sentence, right? Yeah. So early that year, Lane was also convicted on state charges of aiding and abetting manslaughter, and was sentenced to 3 years, and 2 years served concurrently with his federal sentence, which concluded on February 26th of this year, actually.
This year. Yep.
Yeah. So he's going to be released. What do you think about that?
Disgusting. It's disgusting. You got people that did less crimes than what he was convicted of, and doing more time than him. Like, I think that's, it's unfair. It's unfair to the family. It's not really justice. You know what I'm saying? And once again, it's just how the system works and for who it works for. And that ain't us. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to say it, and like we said, we got good people in police department. We got family that's in the police department. We're just talking about how the system works for us. And more each day, each month, each year that go past, we seeing it more and more. So people got to wake up, because you could not be you could be in a situation where it didn't warrant that. You could be innocent, Now you get arrested. Now you mixed up in the system. You know, it's just crazy, Respects, man, for real.
Yeah, man.
You know, and it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? But we have to. That's part of voting. That's part of the voting and part of getting things together in this state of ours we call USA. It's part of that, man. Yes.
Yeah. I want to tell you about it. Did you hear about Machine Gun Kelly?
No.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy. Now I noticed this. I wrote something down. Check this out. Machine Gun Kelly says he is in a new chapter in his life. In an interview with $1 Million Worth of Game, the musician talked about his new tattoos and an armor, and talks about his sobriety. Now, if you remember Machine Gun Kelly, I mean, for me, I liked some of his lyrics and stuff, but he was a wild boy. He was out there. He was running with Diddy and all of them and stuff like that. And I seen like I thought he had on one of them sleeve shirts.
I seen it.
You seen it? And I said, oh, wow, because he was tatted up, you know, and his tattoos mean anything. And there was a lot of, you know, weird, I say that, tattoos and racial things that he, you know, it is what it is. His body, his
and all that.
Yeah, all that stuff. So he covered all that up. You know what I'm saying? And I seen a video where he was doing a freestyle, you know, with Gully, you know, from $1 Million. And it was hot, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. But do you really think that's what it is, or you think he's just trying to brand himself a new person now? You know what I'm saying? Because he see the rap game open, you know, Drake having all these problems. What you think? Is he really trying to brand himself?
I mean, it's a possibility, but at the same time, people can change. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he see what's going on, you know, all these wars and different things and all this stuff that's going on. He probably like, yo, let me get this stuff off of me, man, and try to do something better. You know what I'm saying? Change what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe,
so hopefully he did it for the change and not for publicity and to start his you know, self back up in the rap game.
Yeah, because I was thinking like maybe he doing it because he on some of them tapes. And he don't, you know, he don't want, you know, he wanted to have a little mercy on him when them tapes come out, and he's screaming like they, you know, the tape of Meek Mills and stuff. I don't know.
The P Diddy tape.
Yeah, the P Diddy tapes, you know, because he was up there talking about P Diddy gave him a blunt or something like that, and it was the best thing he had. He woke up hours later. He don't know what he had was going on. Said he better check like Lil Rod. He better check his booty hole. Lil Rod said they trying to mess with him. I'm just going off with what they were saying. It's there. It's in the docs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but it's a lot of weird stuff going on, and a lot of things are coming to pass. And your man might be short-lived when the feds get through with him. So everybody,
P Diddy, P Diddy,
trying to.
It's closing in on him, man. Closing in on him.
Tight.
Yeah.
Tight. And he did like Wesley Snipes did in New Jack City when he was on the stand. If I go down, I'm taking everybody with me.
Everybody going down.
That's what they're scared of.
So let's get into our guests coming on tonight. Yeah. Big up. Here at Food for Thought, of course, we bring you the most inspiring stories and incredible talents from all around. Today, we have a very special guest with us today. She's a phenomenal singer, songwriter, known for her soulful voice and captivating performances. You might have heard her last single, Don't Worry, which is hitting social media really hard, man. Really hard.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Yeah. Big up to her, man. But let's check this out. This is her video.
A new year calls for a new kind of podcast. Live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Productions. Wow.
This is a Food for Thought exclusive.
In and out you go, pieces of you all in my mind. Better bring your A game because your girl is ready to play. And I hope that you're here to stay. I'll fulfill you in every way. Motions and oceans, I can feel it all in my toes. Boy, you give me that feeling when I'm with you, can't let you go. Oh. Even when I'm away, love will remain. No lies on play. Don't worry when I'm with you. Even when I'm away, love will remain. No lies on play. Don't worry when I'm with you.
Hey, boo. What's up, lady? Listen, I need you to come home early. I got something special for you.
You got something special? I might leave right now.
They say they really don't know till you know. Love is a fire about to explode. Explode, explode. It feels so fast, but it's moving so slow. And we don't really know until we let go. Even when away, love will remain. No lies on play. Don't worry when I'm with you. Even when away, love will remain. No lies on play. Don't worry when I'm with you. It's on you. Make your move. Maintain my love. Show and prove. Even when I'm away, love will remain. No lies on play. Don't worry when I'm with you. Even when I'm away, love will remain. No lies on play. Don't worry when I'm with you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Please join me in welcoming the incredible talent, Bria Cheri, to the building, man. What's going on? Yeah.
Girl.
I'm good.
I'm good. Thank you
I'm
for
also
coming on the
good.
show. How
Thank
you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Good,
man.
good.
Yeah. Well, this is Alpha Moon. Alpha Moon. I don't think you met him.
We
You just
met.
were talking.
We met.
We met.
Oh yeah, you did. You
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
And
So
you know I did all the research. Had to check it out.
yeah. So Bria, can you tell everyone who you are and where you come from?
Okay. Well, hi, everyone listening. My name is Bria Cheri. I'm a singer-songwriter, independent artist, been doing music for many years. I'm from New York City, born and raised in Queens, Southside Jamaica.
Southside.
Yeah, Southside. And so here we are. I've been working for a long time, so.
Yeah, and that video, I love the video. Okay, I've been playing it ever since I got it. I just been playing it for some reason. Yeah. It just have something to it that catches you. You know, when I'm listening to it, I love it.
Melody, that 808 banging, boom. You know,
yeah.
You got something. You got something there. It's nice.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So listen, what inspired you to pursue the career that you're pursuing in music and stuff? I know you did some things with Sway, you know. Let us know how that worked out. How was all of that, and what got you into this business?
Okay, well, for starters, I grew up in a musical family, so music was always in my DNA. My grandfather was a jazz manager, a manager for jazz artists. I'm sorry. He's managed Billy Eckstine and so many other amazing artists way back in the day. So you know, he has so many records that we've gone back and say like, wow, he collected all these records. And so it just makes sense. My aunt was also an amazing vocalist on Broadway back in the 70s. And so her voice was amazing, and may she rest in peace as well. So I come from that cloth. And so I started learning music when I was 3 years old on the piano. My mom got a little mini baby keyboard and I was playing on that, and she noticed like, okay, she's really taken to this in a way that, you know, isn't just like a little fad. And so she put me in classical lessons. I was classically trained and had numerous piano teachers over the years. And so along the way, I knew I could sing. And it was probably around the time I started really paying attention to what was on the radio growing up, which was Aaliyah, which was Tony Braxton, all these people. And I started singing along with them and harmonizing with them. And I was like, I have something here. So then I started taking lessons with really honing my voice, and whether it was all these different techniques. And so here we are now, fast forwarding to 2024, where I already have 3 EPs out, and I've been working with amazing producers like Donnie Klang and the gentleman who produced the Don't Worry, Raphael Gibbs, who's worked with Nas and Busta Rhymes. And so
big up. I was watching Sway Universe. So did you actually work there at the program director, you said, or something? You worked there?
I'm still working there.
Really? Okay.
I'm a music coordinator for SiriusXM. That's my day job, where I'm a part of the music programming department. So I work, the channels that I'm assigned to is like Sound 42, which is Drake's new channel. Hip Hop Nation, which is the biggest hip hop channel that SiriusXM has. That's their flagship channel. And so I've been working there for 4 years now. So Sway, he every morning he'll come down the hallway just greeting all of us at our desks, you know,
Yeah.
And so over time, I was like, you know, I want to tell him that I'm an artist and just pick his brain a little bit. And so over time, I just started telling him, like, you know, I'm a singer, right? And so he was like, what, really? And so obviously he wouldn't know, you know, so we started talking, and we had a heart to heart about what I want to do. And so he was telling me about his career, and it's like, I showed him my work, and he was really impressed. And so he was like, I'm gonna have you on my show one of these days. And then it's happening, you know?
Yeah. Because I was really impressed myself. Like when we exchanged the numbers at my cousin at the event we were at, and I said, let me, because I have a habit, as soon as I get home, I jump on the internet to find out who these people are that I'm dealing with.
He knows Bree. He knows Bree.
Yeah. So I get on there and I see a lot of content. That's the first thing that gets me at first. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm an artist. I did this and I did that." And then when you go on the internet, they got like one little thing there that they performed at some show down the block or whatever. But you have a long list of things on your resume, places that you did shows at, and who you did shows and who you opened up for and stuff like that. Can you explain a little bit of that?
Yeah, I performed, whether it was artist showcases, different opportunities to perform here in New York. I've done a couple places in Jersey, Connecticut as well, and an opening for Styles P, which was super huge. That was a few years ago now, but it was through my uncle who had connections with some of Styles P's people, and they knew that there was an event happening with new artists, you know, in Jersey, and so somehow he worked his magic and got me an opportunity to do that. So that was really cool, because growing up here, you know, the Locks and the DMX and all those people. Yeah.
Style P is my boy. I like Style P, man. He's one of them. So big up to Style P and them too. Yeah, man. No doubt. Yeah, so I was really impressed when I seen that. Can you tell us about your creative process when writing or recording? What's the process you go through when you're writing and recording music?
It depends. I really pour into my own personal experiences. It's really, I have to have the right beat that could really pull that emotion out, and then I'm like, okay, I can start writing to this. Or it could be I hear a melody come in my head as I'm hearing the track, and so it's pretty easy for me. It's so much fun to get it all out there and put it on a record, and then be able to have people say, you know, this song really hit me in a way that I needed it. And so my creative process is pretty simple. I'm always thinking of ideas, and you know, you never know when inspiration's gonna hit.
Right. Yeah, because I agree with you with that, because I don't know if you know, but we started our rap career in '86 in the studio and everything like that. This is before the De La Souls, before all of that stuff like that. So we were on the grind then. You know what I'm saying? And then I can understand when you say, when I pick up the pen and pad and that beat is hitting in the studio, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Yeah, I could block anything or anyone that's talking around me or whatever's going on around me, and I get in that pen mode, it's over. It's over.
Yeah. You could be asleep. So, you get up, you write on anything you grab. Just, you know, you writing your 16 bars, 8 bars, because it's right there. You hear a melody, you know, like, oh, you know, and you play the piano yourself, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you hear that melody.
You play anything else?
No, just piano. I've been trying to learn guitar, but it's a different beast. So
yeah.
I hear you.
So who are some of your biggest music influencers? Like, who are some of your biggest music influence, and how did you characterize yourself behind them? How did you like look at them and say, listen, this is this person, I want to, you know, fashion myself around that person? If you understand.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
For me, Janet Jackson, Aaliyah. I love Aaliyah to death. Like that.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah. One in a million.
One in a million, truly. Let me see. Prince. My mom would play Prince when I was in her stomach. So like I love Prince to this day. We went to see him, I think it was one of his last concerts before he passed. It was in MSG. So that was a really cool moment for me. Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
of course. Tony Braxton, Mary J. Blige, Intro. So many people.
You got some heavy hitters there. You got some heavy hitters.
I remember, she took me back. She took me back on that intro.
Yeah, definitely. I remember. It's funny you said Prince. Now I'm getting ready to get this out to the world, Bishop Respects. I'm getting ready to get this to the world. When we was rapping and everything, we would do remixes of stuff, and one of those remixes that we did was what is dig if you will, a picture of you and I engaged in a kiss. That joint. I can't sing. So don't laugh at me, Bria. Don't laugh at me.
Yeah, dig a picture.
Yeah, we did that. We did that over, and it came out because we just love Prince. You know, we love the instruments. We love all of that, and we wound up doing that over and putting it on the masters and everything like that. So it was real good.
Dope. So with those influences, I mean, I don't try to copy them, but just take little elements of how they carried themselves, how they created their music, and just you know how they just captivated their audience. Because I feel like that's I constantly hear people talking about artist development, and artists aren't doing this and they're not doing that. And so as a kid, I studied those artists, and I would go back and, you know, listen to their music, watch back some of their concerts that are on YouTube, and just really study that craft. So
just lock in
on it. So that's what I did. Yeah.
So how's the stage performance go in your when you're doing a stage performance? You have dancers, or what? Or you just solo on stage and that's it? How's that work?
You want to be one of her dancers? Respects.
Nah, I'm just saying. Listen, give me some money. Give me enough money. I'll do it.
Taking it back to Violetta days.
But I did have some dancers one time when I performed. I haven't been able to do that much often, just because I'm independent, and you got to be able to have money to do all the things. And so that hasn't been able to be consistent yet. But when I'm on stage, it's just me solo. And then I work the crowd, I work the stage. I'm trying to get some choreographers, you know, to lock in. So it's hard being independent. It's like there's so many things that I want to do. It's like, wait, you gotta start from here first and then go up.
Yeah, exactly.
Might have to look at Violetta for that choreographer. You know, we might can plug you into somebody that does that. You know, what I mean, that does all that choreographer stuff
from Spanish Harlem. She was on our show first season.
Yeah, first season.
She's very famous with her choreographers. She had them all over the world. She's also been in video games where they were dancing in the video games and all that stuff. So
Grammy Award winner.
Yeah, if you need a number, I'll give you a number, because she takes the youth and, you know, get them out of their, you know, the inner city youth, get them out off the street and incorporate them into dancing. And, you know, so half of them kids, they've been all around the world dancing. They've been dancing for not Tito Puentes, but different Aaliyah, not Aaliyah. I'm saying different people which they've been dancing with on stage. Beyonce, they did some of Beyonce's dancers and stuff like that. So we'll give you the number.
Resume.
We'll give you the number.
Definitely. I would love that.
Yeah. Can you discuss any challenges or obstacles that you faced, you know, in your music career, and how did you overcome them when you ran into those challenges?
Ran into challenges. There's been little things, you know, whether it's trying to connect with other artists to collaborate. Some people are flaky, some people are not. And so, you know, finding the right people I can work with that could really, are reliable has been a challenge these days. But for the people that I do, I connected with a songwriter out in Texas just through conversations on Twitter. Like I would see some of his stuff, you know, really talking about music and just really dope discourse he was having. And so I just started talking to him with you know, different topics going on Twitter. And so eventually I was like, you know what, let me just reach out and just see, because I see he has songwriter in his bio, and I'm working on something now where I need some extra hands and ideas. It worked out. So I reached out and we started working together. So just finding different ways to make things happen has been the story of my life. So
you think that is more challenging as a woman being in the music industry, or it doesn't affect you?
It's definitely challenging, I think, period, whether you're male or female. But I mean, of course, there's different stigmas that come with it. There's different people that might get other opportunities because they have that certain look. So it's not something that you can really take to heart. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah. Because I know that struggle. Certain, especially nowadays, the music industry is not the same the way it used to be. So, you know, you got to go through different hoops than back in the days. You know, I think it's much harder. Well, I mean, you have social media. That's the only thing that's making it easier. But if you want to go the original way, you know what I'm saying? Going in the studio, you know, not making no AI music and all that stuff coming up out your head with all these records and stuff like that. You know, I think that's the way to go. You know, the creativity from you know, because I mean,
it's definitely harder now, in my opinion, to be an artist than ever before. You know, I watched some of I think Latoya Luckett just did an interview, and she was talking about, you know, the differences of the times, and I was like, you know, I agree, it was definitely tough then because you still had to work, they still did their thing, they paid their dues, but I think the society was more in tune with just the quality of the music and the artistry. I think now people are way focused on a viral moment and your how many likes and how many this you have, and a lot of artists like myself don't have the biggest numbers, but the music is good. And I've had people in the industry, and goes back to the challenges, say like, you're great, but the numbers aren't there, so they don't
and that's a damn shame, because you miss over a lot of artists that are phenomenal.
You know?
and you miss over them because you're looking for numbers, like you said. And it's a shame now. It's a shame. I think a lot of artists have been talking about this on the internet. How rap is singing and rapping has changed a lot dramatically.
And I think once the industry gets most of the hiccups out of the music industry, then the music can be the music and the artist can be the artist, and that love of R&B, that old school, not old school like Heavy D and the Boys, but that not so much of a conscious rap in R&B, but that essence. That's what I'm looking for. Those 6 elements of that hip hop thing will be in there once this industry gets itself straightened out. And I think it's doing it now. I think a lot of quality songwriters, young ones, are coming up. It's just that the gatekeepers got to open them doors and let them do what they do, and not hold them to like, yo, you want this deal, you got to sign here, and pressuring them so much. Let them do what they got to do. And that's why a lot of artists is going independent, because they can see something at the end of the road. You know what I'm saying? They can. Speaking of that, do you have a manager? And if so, who's your manager, and how is that relationship?
I don't have a manager. My mom is pretty much been my main point in terms of just managing what's going on. So, yeah. So, like I said, we're really grassroots and just kind of figuring things out as we go and what's best for me and trying to get going. So, I'm open to people, wanting to help with that vision, but of course, we gotta figure out the logistics of all of that and what their vision is. Of course. So, but
it's definitely, because it's a big decision picking a manager. Me and my brother, we was in the same boat. We had the same management company and everything, and it's a hard thing. It's not easy. You know what I mean? It's not easy. So make sure you pick the manager, get your lawyers, look over the paperwork. You know what I mean? Don't rush to do anything that you don't want to do. You know what I mean? So
I never do.
you always got a home here. So, you know what I mean? You always got a home here for thought. So if something is, know something, holla at the moon. We here. That's what this platform is for.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, because we had negotiate contracts. We had 6. So we had 6 artists under our management company, because we used to be a management company called Wolfpack Management. And we had 6 to 7 artists under us. So we know about, that lingo of as far as the contract. Yeah. So you just got to be careful.
That's what I did. That's what I did. I negotiated contracts. I ran a union for a while. So I do all the contracts and stuff. But enough of that. What has been your most memorable performance moment? Like on the stage, like a favorite, performance that you did, and why was that so memorable for you?
That's a good question. Favorite.
Yeah, Papa Wolf gonna make you think. His food for thought.
Yeah. I would say performing in Central Park at the band show. That was for me. Yeah, it was. We put that together. I reached out to the park because I just wanted to perform there, period. So it wasn't a big event per se. Like, it wasn't just like organized like that, but it was just an event where I was able to just showcase my music to the people. And that was cool. And people loved it. And I signed some autographs, took some pictures. I had my guitarist with me at the time. And so it was a cool thing. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's definitely cool right there. And you go ahead, Bishop.
No, I was just gonna say you got to do it again. Don't stop there. Hit him again.
Yeah, hit him again.
That's right. You got to keep going.
Because if you have people, Bria Cheri, she's coming back again. That's the girl that came last year. But you get those followers. Those are the good followers. That listen word of mouth. Put it like that.
Yeah,
not these people on social media. These are the people that come to see you. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Word of mouth. Yeah.
Support you.
Yeah.
And you said you worked at with Sway in them, but you said something about Drake Station. Does he got a station or something like that?
Yes, he has a station on Sirius XM. He's it's a partner channel, so that's his station. It's called Sound 42. So I am the music coordinator at Sirius XM. So I schedule music being played, artist interviews, different things going on the back end. So I work for his channel and several other channels for Sirius.
So did you ever play a song by the artist Cash?
Cash Cobain.
Oh yeah,
Cash Cobain?
we're playing him heavily on all these channels at Sirius.
Yeah, that's my little cousin. Yeah, little cousin.
Our little cousin.
Oh wow.
That's when you said Drake, I thought that immediately took me there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we definitely need to talk.
Yeah, he came to the office, I think it was last month or so. So I recorded one of his interviews for Hip Hop Nation. So I met him briefly.
Yeah. And well, we've been trying to get him to come over to the show. And my cousin, his mom, I don't know, she's just missing, I don't know, she's missing our text or phone call, whatever it is.
Kim, you know what it is. Holla at the moon, Kim.
Kim, you know what it is. Stop playing and get them over here on the show. Yeah, they busy
doing their things and stuff like that.
The thing with Cash is that he's one of the, like, we want to say second, third cousin. Is this the second?
Music run all through.
No. I'm just saying as far as
Joe,
he would be
Mommy. He would be fourth, right? Because it's Mommy, then it's Charles, Maxine, Corliss.
I think second.
No, second cousin. Yeah.
And we haven't seen him since he was a little kid.
I spoke to him.
You spoke to him.
Out here.
Yeah. And
he was signed with everybody. He was getting ready to get a deal, and he spoke with me, him and his mom, and we was going over some contract language and stuff like that. So
yeah. Wow. So before you get out of here, can you tell us about any of the up and coming projects or releases that you're expecting to come out?
Yeah, well, I do have a new song out right now called On to the Next, which is on all streaming platforms. And that I'm cooking up a music video for that next month in September. So that visual will be coming for that new song. In the meantime, I'm still recording. I'm planning on dropping a debut album, but it's still in the works. So we got a few songs, cooking up. So some exciting stuff coming.
That's cool. That's cool.
Do you got a Cash App or anything where somebody could drop some little coins and stuff, so help you out, do whatever you want to plug that in or anything like that?
Yeah, my Cash App is $ Bria, BRIA, Tyler, TYLER, if you want to send me a little something. But I encourage you to follow me on social media at Bria Cheri _, BRIA CHERI_ on Instagram and Twitter, and buy my music specifically.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you guys are not going to be disappointed.
Not at all. Not at all.
Go on YouTube. She's on YouTube. You can also go on YouTube. She has a lot of the videos on YouTube. You guys can check out. Phenomenal.
Yeah, phenomenal. A lot of content, a lot of things. I mean, keep going, keep striving. Don't give up. You know what I'm saying? The journey is there. You know what I'm saying? It's how you pursue it. You know what I'm saying? And so far, you walking slow. You taking in everything that's around you on that journey. So when you get there, you know how to take it all in and do what you got to do. It's in your blood.
Yeah. Any aspiring words you want to give anybody who's coming up and trying to do what you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna reiterate Alpha Moon, stay inspired. It is tough. Like you really feel like, what am I doing this for when things coming through? But if you stay the course and you just keep that hope alive, don't give up on yourself. Reach out to people that, like I said, I reached out to the songwriter and it worked out. Reach out to people that can help you, because sometimes you need that extra help, and that can help propel you to other things that you couldn't on your own. So do that, study your craft, go back and listen to artists that you probably weren't familiar with, or you weren't even alive when they came out. Like, study that, you know, because that makes your music better. That makes it, people take you seriously when they see, like, okay, you studied this, you know. So that's my advice.
No doubt.
Well, we definitely want to thank you for coming out and being on the show. Again, you have a home here. You got something you want to plug. You want to drop off with us. You want to plug in, put up video, holla at the moon. You know what I'm saying? You family, you here. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, Bria Cheri in the building, man. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to keep in touch. We're going to keep in touch because Respect going to give you a couple of numbers so you could check out a couple of things, you know, off the air. But we'll link up.
Definitely link up. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you. Bria Cheri in the building, you guys. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Respects. I mean, when we started checking out the content on her, man, I was like, whoa, she had a lot of stuff there, man. And that's, you don't really get that nowadays. You know, I know I see that, you know, with like Boo and all of them, you know what I mean? But some artists is lazy. You know what I'm saying? They just get lazy. You know what I mean? They think everything is a quick thing. It's a grind, man. You know
especially the social media. You know how the social media is, man. I think they get everybody lazy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They depend on the social media, which is a good way to get out. Because remember, we was handing out CDs and, you know, selling CDs and, you know, different things like that. You know what I'm saying? What did you tell me? I think it was last week. You said, D, they don't do that no more, D.
They don't do CDs.
But see, that's we get our hustle on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, why these kids ain't hustling like but they behind the computer, you know what I'm saying? And
you know, that's the hustle right here. So we got another guest coming in today. But before that, we're gonna get into this food video and we're gonna come back with our next guest, man. Tune in. Chicken etouffee. Let's get into it. 4 to 8 chicken thighs, bone in, skin on. Let's do this. Half a teaspoon thyme leaves, dried. Half a teaspoon of fresh parsley. We're going to use that for the garnish. Our side dish, we're going to have some grilled asparagus. Green onions for garnish also. 3 tablespoons of 8p flour, 1/4 ounce of Louisiana hot sauce or any hot sauce that you want, 1/2 a Worcestershire sauce, 3 tablespoons of oil, 1/2 a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Let's do it. 1/2 a teaspoon cayenne pepper. That's optional. You don't have to. 1/2 a tablespoon garlic powder, baby. 1/2 an ounce of chopped garlic. 1/2 a teaspoon of onion powder, 2 cups of chicken stock, unsalted. Let's get into the trinity. We have 2 ounces of celery, 2 ounces of green bell peppers, and 2 ounces of yellow onions. Of course, we're going to need the salt and pepper just for taste or as needed. Let's get into it. We're going to shred this, the thyme, fresh thyme inside. You can leave the stems if you want. I don't like the stems, so we're going to take the stems out. I'm just shredding it. Right. I'm going to put the onion powder, smoked paprika in a small bowl right here. And we're going to combine this together. And we're gonna add our chicken pieces to the spice mixture. Yeah, we want to get them all coated, you know. Get them all coated in there. We're gonna add our salt and pepper. Yep. There we go. So now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna mix this thoroughly. Yeah. So on a large, heavy bottom pot, hot oil over medium, high heat. And we're gonna put these chickens in here, man. We're gonna brown the chicken thighs on both sides. Chicken etouffee has the roots in the vibrant culinary tradition of Louisiana, you guys, particularly in Cajun and the Creole communities. Okay, now we're gonna take the chicken pieces out and we're gonna set it to the side. And then we're gonna reduce the heat to medium. We're gonna add our flour to make a roux. And it should be the consistency of sand when it's done. We're gonna do a brown roux. So we gotta continually stir it until it gets a little deep brown here. Get all that residual at the bottom of the pan along with the roux. Keep stirring that up. We're gonna add our celery, onions, and bell peppers, and we're gonna cook these until they're tender. Let's mix this all together. We're gonna put the Louisiana hot sauce, my garlic in here, and we're gonna hit it with the chicken stock. And the Worcestershire sauce was placed in there also. We're gonna stir this around here. Get it all combined. And then we're gonna add the chicken back into the stock pan. Skin side up. And we're gonna turn the heat down low. And we're gonna cover and simmer until the chicken is cooked and the internal temperature is around 165. That's gonna be like 20 to 25 minutes. Yeah, man, it's looking good. It's looking good. See the sauce starting to thicken. Okay, so we're gonna remove the chicken pieces from the pan. And we're gonna set it to the side. And we're gonna increase the heat to reduce the liquid to a saucy consistency. and keep stirring to, avoid it from scorching. It's going to start thickening up. Let's keep that stirring, man. It's going to start to thicken. That's what you want. Now the chicken, we're going to just take the chicken out and we're going to remove the bone from the chicken. Take all the bones out. This thing is hot. Like I told you I love it. So we're going to chop it into some nice pieces here. Movie magic, baby. I like it. See how it's starting to thicken? The sauce is thickening now. That's great. I'm gonna put the pieces back in. And stir. And we're gonna taste and season and adjust if necessary. Let's get to plating. The word étouffé, it means to smother or suffocate, which is perfectly describes this method of cooking this dish. Chicken étouffé, this recipe, man, is ridiculously flavorful. It's super easy to make, and it comes together in just 30 minutes, guys. Just 30 minutes. The Creole spices and the thickness of the creamy sauce is out of this world. It's unbelievable. "30 minutes, that's all it takes, man. Thanks for watching. Food for thought, recipes on Trent Small, the chef. You can go check him out, man. Thanks for watching. Yeah, man. Yeah, we back.
Yeah.
We back. Food for
Man, that
thought
looked
in the
delicious.
building. Étouffé. You can say that one this time.
Étouffé, boy. I mean, I say, well, étouffé. That looked good there. That looked good
Yeah,
there.
man. It's good stuff, man. Creole, Southern Cajun. You know, you can make it spicy as you want.
Could I put some more butter beans in there? Because I like them butter beans.
You could put beans in there. You could do the Charles Small. You could put the beans in there, whatever way you want, man.
See, the reason why I asked Bishop this is because Bishop went to culinary school for Chef Gordon Ramsay type cooking. I went to culinary school, baking and all of that stuff. But I had to do a couple of semesters of that cooking.
Yeah.
But that's the man right there to drop that food thing down.
Yeah, man. So our next guest, I first came across this brother's music when I was scanning through IG, right? On one of the pages. I was like, wow, this brother's rap skills are nice. You know, I knew right then and there that we had to have this brother on our show, you know, to share his journey with us all. You know what I'm saying? This is his newest video. This one is called In the Blood. Check it.
A new year calls for a new kind of podcast. Live every Thursday at 8 p.m.
This is a Food for Thought exclusive.
Murder music every time I'm up the bat. Hit a home run, they like, look at that. They said after 30 that you shouldn't rap. But I don't really care, cause I'm a motherfucking rapper, nigga. Music shit is in my blood. I grew up, bruh, ain't nobody give me hug. It's no cap, man, this is what it really was. I go to work every day, but deep inside, I'm a motherfucking rapper, nigga. All I do is fuck all day. Talk about how rich I am. Gonna wear my clothes derogatory. Won't hear my music in the elevator. Won't hear my music in the Target. You rapping now, you in Target. Everybody wanna take your fame, your name. They really wanna get that clout. I doubt they understand. I'm a cunning man. Running shit, I run the land. Where the fuck you think you Superman? Stupid man in the future, man. Better watch your mouth, leave the cape home. Posting about your grows, nigga. Tell me about your day home. Birthday ain't a birthday till your mama bring that cake home. Better make it to your next one. Speech don't really love you like a father do his stepson. Introduce me to a real G, I never met one. Deal on the table, I'ma always pick the best one. Gotta be the smartest in the room, so many wanna take advantage of a black nigga focused on that gang shit. Never about his business shit, speaking cause I witnessed it. They don't really care about your kid for some Christmas shit. Murder music every time I'm up the bat. Hit a home run, they like, look at that. They said after 30 that you shouldn't rap. But I don't really care, cause I'm a motherfucking rapper, nigga. Music shit is in my blood. I grew up, bruh, ain't nobody give me hug. It's no cap, man, this is what it really was. I go to work every day, but deep inside, I'm a motherfucking rapper, nigga. Never was a role model, young girls always late. Why I fuck with older models? Watch your page every day. Never give you no follow. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm mentioning. They ain't really pretty till they go and put extensions in. Ain't really gonna worry about that. That's cap. I'm still gonna blow that back. Matter of fact, gotta keep my mouth in check. That's back. We try to take it back. Don't really wanna talk about my sister's bad. Even though I'm frustrated, yeah, my imposition's bad. Lyrics should be annotated when I pull that pipe out. Whole body levitating, y'all niggas don't give me a reason. Hate the winter season. Walk the walk every day while my car keys home. Yeah, I said it before, one more. Don't really wanna be too poor. The cordial, you know my clothes official. Never really know what power is till you hold a pistol with the building burning. Will your day on going with you? How they gon' fill your shoes if everybody told this little murder music every time I'm up the bat. Hit a home run, they like, look at that. They said after 30 that you shouldn't rap. But I don't really care, cause I'm a motherfucking rapper, nigga. Music shit is in my blood. I grew up, bruh, ain't nobody give me hug. It's no cap, man, this is what it really was. I go to work every day, but deep inside, I'm a motherfucking rapper, nigga.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the show. NTO LAVE in the building.
What's up, fellas? How you guys doing, man?
What's going on, man? Big up again.
Thank you for having me on. For real.
Yeah, man.
That's what it's about, baby. That's what it's about.
Yeah, my brother Pinky is in the building. Let's bring Pinky in the building also. What's up?
Pinky!
What's up, man?
What's up,
How's
fellas?
it going, everybody? How's it going?
Everything is good on this side. It's sounding good.
Okay, sounding good. All right. I want to Liv, tell us, tell the people who you are, you know what I'm saying, and where you from, and what the name means. Let the FFT audience know, who you are.
Definitely. Thank you. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I was born in Harlem, but raised in Brooklyn, Brownsville. Facts. And my name is NTO LAVE, and the NTO stands for never too old, because I'm an older guy. And there was a lot of negativity about my age and, why am I doing this at this age? But I feel like you're never too old. So that's where the NTO comes from.
Too old. You're never too old, man.
Never too old. Live your dreams.
Yes, right.
And LAVE stands for Little Alvin versus Everyone. So my first name is Alvin, and I'm little. And versus everyone, just everybody that doubts.
I like that. I like that.
And in case y'all didn't know what that means, break it down for them one more time. Tell them again what the name is.
What is it? NTO stands for never too old, and LAVE stands for Little Alvin versus everyone. That's versus all the naysayers.
Big up.
All the naysayers.
Big up.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Somebody have an air conditioner on or something? Oh, I'm hearing something. No? Pinky? No? Okay. Maybe it's me.
Respect's got them rabbit ears. You know? Them rabbit ears. Them producers' ears. He be like, where's it coming from? Yeah. Like, where's it coming from? I hear some noise. Yeah. Like, where's it coming from? What are you doing?
So how long you been at this? How long you been rapping?
Man, since I can remember, man, like 13, 14, I remember doing shows and like talent shows for I remember one time I did a talent show for LL Cool J. He was looking for talent back in the days, and I did a show for it was a video conference show though, and I got called back. You know, like out of the 100 people, it was like 5 he called back, and I was one of those. I was in the studio with D Nice. I don't know if you guys ever remember D Nice.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember LaShawn.
Yeah,
LaShawn. Yeah, she did an original version of Wild Thing on Warlock Records. I was dating her god cousin. And I was rapping. I would give her demos, and she would be like, she was signed with Tommy Boy at that time, and she would like, I didn't think your music was good enough to pass it to the A&R or whatever. But one day I went to the studio with her, and she had a song called Wide Open, and I think D Nice had produced it, and he was there, and I had wrote a verse because she needed a guy to go on the song, and my voice at that time, because I was like 14, 15, so it was like squeaky and young sounding. So D Nice actually said those vocals on that song that I wrote. So if you ever listen to that song, I wrote those rhymes, and he just said them. And to this day, when D Nice sees me, he always shows me love, man.
There you go, D Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, D Nice in the building.
Man. I would also stand in front of Hot 97 like 3 a.m. because I knew all the people would come in early in the morning for the interviews. I saw Puffy, Mary J. I used to give my CDs to them back in those days.
That's that
No
hustle.
Diddy, no Diddy, no
That was
Diddy.
the hustle,
Yeah, that's
the
that
we went
hustle.
through.
And that's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, and it was raining too. So he was with Mary J. Mary J. came out the limousine. He was holding an umbrella for her, and he had like a long beige trench coat and everything. I never forget it. I was shocked that I saw him, but
maybe it's good that you didn't meet him nowadays.
I'm gonna tell you something like this though. Even though I know what they're saying he did is totally wrong, I'm not gonna knock the brother when he's down. So
No.
You know what I mean? Like I just, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit more.
Yeah, see what comes out of it. Yeah, see what comes out of it. And I don't care what the outcome is. I'm gonna always play P. Diddy's music because I grew up with it. It turned me into who I was, as well as R. Kelly and stuff like that. They music don't have anything to do with what they physically did. You know what I'm saying? So
if you can disassociate exactly, but you know what? At the end of the day, we're all human.
Yes,
we all make mistakes and we learn from them. And I'm sure not any one of us can say that we have a picture perfect life. You know what I mean?
No. And you got to remember too. People looking at the stuff nowadays, but back when we were doing the music and growing up and doing all that stuff, it was normal thing. We didn't see, and that's why a lot of guys got caught up in this now because they didn't see it as it is now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, and even the young ladies that's involved with that, they didn't see it as they see it now. They was having fun with the guys, doing whatever with them, drugs and everything else. It was fine back then. Yeah, it was fine back then. But now you bring it up to now the surface now, then everybody's frowning upon it. And
that's why I told Pinky right there, Pinky from Brooklyn, he signed with Take That Records with Puffy. take that record. So that's what Pinky signed. Pinky signed with them. Signed on with them. He signed that contract.
Oh, that's foul.
Yeah.
That's foul.
That's foul.
Yeah, bro.
So let's get back into I just want to know, how do you approach your creative process when you're writing and producing your music?
Yo, to be honest with you, man, like I'm a New York City fire department paramedic for 15 years.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on. See, this is something we didn't know.
Okay. So hold on. So this is gonna explain a lot. It's gonna blow your mind now.
That's why I gravitated to him. T.
I gravitated to you not only because of your music, but I seen you from somewhere. And I was in the FDNY. I've been a paramedic for 36 years. I just retired in 2020.
Oh, so you probably remember me from there. I've been in the park.
I was at station 18 and I was at station 26.
I've been at station 14. I started in Brooklyn at station 44. I was transferred to 39. I was at 58, and then I went to station 7 at one point, and then I was at station 27, and then they transferred me to station 14. So I've been around for a minute. Yeah.
Well,
that's not as long as you, but
it's me. But that gotta be where I seen you from. You know what I'm saying? Because I did my internship. I did my internship at 14.
Oh, nice.
As a medic. So maybe I seen you there. I seen you somewhere. And I was telling Alpha Moon the same thing. Like, I know this cat from somewhere, but I can't really place where it is. So there it is. That's where we found it.
What's crazy about it is I had no clue. Just telling you about, what I do for him, and I had no idea, brother. And that's just how God works, man.
Yes. So see, got one of my brothers on the platform right here tonight, man.
Well, you had Joe too, Joe Conzo. We had a couple of them up there, from the fire department.
Yo, Gonzo opened the bar.
Not Gonzo, Conzo. Okay. Yeah, Conzo is he came from 18. He's the first hip hop photographer of hip hop. He was on one of our shows, our previous shows. You could go check it out. Yeah, he was on there. Nice. He came from my station, 18. Gonzo, I know Gonzo. And you said he opened up a spot. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he opened up a bar in Brooklyn. Yeah, he just retired like last year.
All right. So let's get back to your approach to writing and producing music. What's your approach? What you do to get into this thing?
The best times of me writing is while I'm on the train, man, taking my Metro North into work. I got an 1.5 hour commute, so that's why I do most of my writing for my songs, and just going through BeatStars looking for beats and music, because I was doing my own beats at one point, and I thought I was like the next Kanye, until everybody was like, bro, your beats is holding you back. So you know what I mean? It's a fact, like, and
stick with what you're good at. Stick with what you're good at.
But what's so crazy about the beat making is that to make beats, you got to be on top of the latest drum kits, the latest sounds. As an artist, a rapper, you got to be on top of the latest lingo, So guys like J. Cole and Kanye, to me, bro, it's just amazing that they can do both. You know what I mean? That is a rare talent, man. That's like a unicorn for me. So, but I had to take it, man. I take criticism well. And once I transitioned from making my own beats and just finding beats that matched my style, it just transitioned my music into what you heard. And it changed my rap flow to a more aggressive sound, because my favorite rappers is DMX and Eminem. So you'll hear like facts. You'll hear like an angry tone when I rap, and you'll also hear the speed rap with it. It's because when I used to listen to DMX, no matter what song it was, I just used to always hear so much pain in his voice, so much pain from his life and the things that he's been through. You could hear it when he's rapping, and it just touched me every time I heard D rap, and like his music always got me motivated. Early in the morning, I don't want to go to work. I put on What Y'all Niggas Want. and I'm at work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just got me
That's
ready.
funny.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be yeah, go ahead. Think.
Funny because a lot of people don't listen to artists and feel what they say. They just hear the or they like the beat or they just that's this and that, but they don't really listen to the lyrics and listen to like close your eyes and just listen to the lyrics. DMX, you heard pain. It was pain when he was going through and stuff like that. So you actually listen to him. Then now you be a great artist yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right. And that like when I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. We got a little delay. That's why.
With me is like it's like we all, I don't know if you follow hip hop like I did, but it's like certain artists, soon as you hear them, you like, this guy's gonna change hip hop. He's gonna take it to the next direction.
Right.
So it's like I remember hearing Nas when he came out with that song. It was with the Michael Jackson sample. I don't know if you remember that song. I forgot the name of it, but it had the Michael Jackson song, and I was like, "Oh man, this guy is gonna transition." And then when I heard Wu-Tang, like that's my favorite rap group of all time. Like I love Run DMC, but
they are the favorite, the best rap group.
but Wu-Tang, man, it's like, who would have thought that these guys would have came up with some Chinese sword swinging sounds and put it in hip hop. And I guarantee you that you guys right now used to watch Kung Fu movies on Channel 5 every Saturday.
Of course.
Not only watched them, we went to the movies to see them.
So, so you know what I mean? Like for RZA to like connect that with the hip hop fan was just genius, bro.
Yeah. They were good. They were good. And what you were speaking about, producing and being an artist at the same time, it is difficult. I used to do it. As me and my brother, we started performing, we started making our own music. So I would make the music at the house. I had a Tascam board, 4-track, whatever. And this is the first time I'm not saying I invented it, but I had a 4-track. And I needed more tracks to be on it. So what I used to do is lay down my first beats in those 4 tracks, put it on tape, play it back, and then add another extra 4 tracks. So I kept adding like that because I couldn't afford like a 16-track board. I couldn't afford none of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I started doing my thing, making my beats. And then obviously I wrote my lyrics and stuff like that. So yeah, you have to have a skill to do both because not everybody could do both. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Right, man. It's definitely tough, man. Definitely.
Can you tell us a specific song or project that holds a special meaning to you? You know what I'm saying? Like that you can think of in your musical career.
I did a song called "A Mama," and it was kind of like I got the vibe from Tupac with "Dear Mama," but this one I changed it to "A Mama" because it was a song, you know, and I write my best songs when it's personal. About stuff that I experienced, and I'm not talking about killing niggas 32 times in my records, right? I'm talking about, you know, real stuff. So in this song, I'm talking about my mom and wanting love from my mom and her going through mental illness and you know doing things to me, you know, molesting me and, you know, making me smoke marijuana at the age of 5 and stuff like that that I was going through at that age. And I wrote the song because even though I know that those things were wrong, I know that my mom still loved me and I never held that against her. So I made this song called "A Mama," and it's just a song talking about, you know, I always wanted her love and I never really got it because she had the mental illness that she was going through. And that song, when I wrote it, I had to cry a couple times on the train.
I think you made a video with that, right? I think.
Yeah.
Is that on I think I've seen that. Short video.
Yeah. I've seen that one too.
I wanted to do like a real video for it, but I needed actors and, you know, someone to play my mom. And it's kind of tough to get people to come down to your videos and stuff like that, especially when you're not famous yet, you know. So, but it was a touching song, you know. And the guy that shot the video for me, like I always send him my music because he always, you know, tells me whether it's good or not for a video. And he was like, "Yo, I don't really feel it as long," and you know. And then when I actually shot the video and I was like rapping it, he felt the pain, just like how I said when DMX raps, he felt it. And the other his homeboy that's always at our music videos, his mother was going through a tough time with cancer, and you know it kind of touched them, you know. So
I mean, we all are coming of age and getting older. How do you stay motivated and inspired to continue to create music at a certain age? You know, what inspire you?
But I'm gonna tell you, man, I'll be in my yard planting vegetables and fixing, you know, mowing the lawn, and then I'll hear a beat. And, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, it's just I just can't get the music out of my head. Like it's certain sounds I hear, like like I remember watching, you know, Michael Jackson one time, because you know, like I said, I as an artist, I watched a lot of the legendary artists, you know, documentaries on them and seeing what made them great and what they had in common. And I remember Michael Jackson saying that he heard Billie Jean in his head. Like he heard the sounds in his head, he heard the words in his head, and he went to the studio the next day and had a producer play those sounds. And that's how I am when I hear music. It's like I'll be sleeping and I hear those sounds in my head and I'll hear the words to it, and then I'll try to record it in my basement. And you know, my wife is Dominican, and she, you know, I did reggaeton songs. I did country songs because I just don't want to keep myself in one realm.
You're right.
Exactly.
I mean,
you know what I mean? So I don't want to keep myself in one realm. So, you know, if something pops, it pops, but I never really at this age intended to be famous. I just wanted to show the world my talent, you know, and I'm comfortable with my life that I have now.
And listen, I see you got the setup behind you. I think I see the drum machine. You still doing your craft. Ain't nothing stopping that. They got ghostwriters. Just keep filling them books up. You know what I'm saying? Because all that knowledge that you putting down in that pad, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might see that one day and say, "Hey, now you ghostwriting." You know what I'm saying? It's more than one way. How you say it, Bishop? To skin a cat.
Skin a cat.
Yeah, it's more than one way to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? So you know, and if you could collaborate with any artist dead or alive, who would it be and why? Now you know we old school, we new school. You could take it any way you want.
Right. So if I had to collaborate with any artist at this point right now, it would be King Von. Because this generation of music, and I'm not hating on this generation of music. I think hip hop has to evolve. But to me, when King Von rapped, man, I just heard the same thing I heard when I listened to DMX. I heard that ferocity in his raps. I heard that anger. You know, I heard that pain, that real street life. I heard that in King Von. Whether you know people, you know, the controversy behind him, and you know the street stuff and everything like that. But you know, to me, out of this generation of the rappers, King Von was like he was the guy that I was like, wow, this dude got it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the one that I thought that had it all. So if I had to do a song, it would be with King Von. If I had the opportunity. You know what I mean? So
I was gonna say, oh, I got a delay. I'm sorry, y'all. I was gonna say I think he needs to check out Teddy Scambuzzi and all of them. You know what I mean? Get something going with them.
Right.
New artists, yeah. So last question, man, before we head out, man. How do you see this rap industry evolving in the future, and how do you plan to adapt to it when it do change?
I think that if it's not broke, don't fix it. And what I mean by saying that is that, you know, right now they want artists to come with their own fan base, and that's the reason why we're having a lot of hip hop artists getting murdered, because a lot of the young guys think that the only way to go viral and get that fan base is to start drilling. So we got to talk about dead people and killing this dude and doing that, and then you go viral from it, and then you know these guys are short-lived because now you got to pay for that. So you know, if we went back to the days where we're signing artists based off of talent development, then we can keep the integrity of hip hop. We can get those good artists and bring out those groups like Wu-Tang, because we don't have any more hip hop groups. Is everybody's solo?
Everybody
You know
for
what I mean?
themselves.
Everybody's solo. You know what I mean? And by the way, my number 2 group is Mobb Deep. Just so you know.
Well, we can't say everybody, because the Locks are still doing their thing. They still together. The Locks are still.
No, he's saying as far as new people coming now, there's
the
no
new
groups.
generation.
Yeah, there's no groups.
Right. There's no new groups, you know, and there's no more songs like Self-Destruction with MC like Queen Latifah, KRS One, you know, talking about the stuff, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. There's you know, we're drilling each other.
Make that.
Say that again, Pinky.
Make that like a you know, 2024, you know, self-destruction, like different people, whatever that was going on.
Yeah, have another
one, man. They need to update that. Yeah, they need to update.
We need that. We need groups like X-Clan. We need that. We need that back. You know what I mean? We need that. And, you know, I just watched the movie. Yo, those guys was super dope, bro. Like
back then.
Bro.
Bro.
They were dope,
man.
Super
dope. Super
dope. So, brother, you can come back anytime, man, you want, man. The line is open. The airways is open, man. You can come up here on Food for Thought anytime, and we appreciate you being here, man, tonight, man.
Yo, that's right. I just want to say to all of you fellas, man, thank you for having me on your show. And, you know, I said, man, I never intended for anybody to interview me, and for you guys to think that I'm worthy enough to have me on your show is awesome as in itself. So thank you for having me on, man. And I'm gonna keep putting out music until I'm 60. I don't care.
That's it. That's what you do. Do what you do.
Doing it.
Keep doing
it. Yeah.
Thank you,
and
guys.
Remember, Wolfpack means with our love forms power and knowledge. That's us coming together as a collective to reach out to people like Red Specs reached out to you, and this is what we got to do. So each one teach one. You tell somebody else about Food for Thought, bring them on, do what you got to do on your Facebooks and stuff like that. Hit them.
That's a fact, man.
Yeah. And when you get back to your station, ask the old cats, you know Trent Small? They're going to say, yeah, we know Trent Small.
But you know what's so crazy was that when I followed you on Instagram, I saw a lot of people that I followed on that you followed, and I was like, what's going on right now? Like, I was like, why do we have the same followers? Like, it was a weird. I had a little suspicion.
Red Specs trolling me. He trolling me.
I was like, I had a little suspicion, but I was like, what is going on? But now it makes complete sense.
It makes sense, man. It makes sense. But yeah, man, NTO Live is in the building. Come anytime, man. We appreciate you coming, man. Later, man. Later.
Back, man. I hope you brothers have me back on soon, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
We will,
in touch,
man.
Definitely. Yep.
All right.
All right,
later. In the building, baby.
There you go, Red Specs. There your answer, because you was telling me, I seen this brother from somewhere. I'm telling you, I seen him.
Yeah. BK, Pinky, I think you going in and out with the mic or whatever. So
move closer to
because it's going in and out. You're going in and out. All right, so let's get into it. Yeah. You're still breaking a little bit, but we get it going. Let's get into it, yo.
Good evening. This is BK Pinky. You know, man, let me tell you, first up, we got like sad news on Sunday, July 28th. Victoria Lee, Asian woman, 26 years old, living in Fort Lee, New Jersey, was shot and killed by another officer. This lady, she suffers from bipolar disorder. She was very agitated and aggressive in her home. Her brother called 911. Got to say, we got footage. Show respect. Show the food.
I want to break the door down.
Go ahead, I'll stab you in your fucking neck.
Sir, do me a favor. Step back. Yes. Stay back. We don't want to shoot you. We want to help you.
Sir, you don't have to follow me, okay?
All right, before we're going,
Go home,
are we going less lethal?
Do you have keys?
Who wants to go less lethal? Who wants to go lethal?
All right. I'll go lethal.
I'll go lethal. Maybe someone else not lethal?
Well, break the door down, ma'am.
He's getting the tools. If you're comfortable giving it a try, that's up to you. So they're, normally barricade we wait, but there's somewhere in there we need to go.
Yeah. Can you bring him back? Bring him back, get him out here. Yeah, back off. Open the door. Door. No weapon.
We're gonna break the door.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife. The knife. The knife.
I got it. Where's the knife?
Where's the knife? Get drop. Pull her out.
Calm down.
Pull her outside. You okay? All right.
Where? Show me where. Let's stop moving.
Where's the shot? Stop. There's a shot.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, crazy man. It just
Another one.
Sad man. We just gotta do a different way of, doing things, man. It could have been another way. You only have.
I mean, that video has a lot though. It has a lot, man. Where on one side the police had to do what they had to do, and on the second side it shouldn't be done. So it's you got to really get deep into this one to really say who was at fault on this one. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I want to know something. So I want to know. This what I want to know real quick. You got a shield in front of you, right? The knife can't penetrate that shield. If you coming in with the bright, you can't penetrate that shield. It was a woman. You could easily out. You could take it easily. You know what I'm saying? And I just
to me,
they're not trained for that though. They're not trained to.
They need to get trained. They need to get because it's not always shoot first, ask questions last.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is. So you gotta get retrained. This gotta, bro. All this stuff gotta be updated because people dying over foolish killing. A pot of water, a pocket knife. Come on. I see the person got a gun as well, but
yeah. To me, it's a lack of training. It's a lack of training because they should be able to de-escalate and take themselves out of harm's way, especially if it's something like that. You put the door on you between you. You know what I'm saying? You use your de-escalation techniques, and then you call for somebody to talk to her because she might be a one-to-one, which we call one-to-one. Right. Fire department calls them something else.
Right.
So it's like, to me, it's just a lack of training, and they got to get that right because all cops are not bad, but when you mix that with a lack of training and a lack of not being in that environment and knowing those people, like Officer Brown was when we were young, they're gonna always have these problems. You're gonna have these problems.
They put the brother on the front line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like I said, there's a lot to open up here to figure out what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they say that a person with a knife is worse than a person with a gun. Meaning that, especially if they're on heroin, they're on whatever drugs that's hyping them up. You're not going to stop a person with a knife. You know what I'm saying? Because when you shoot them, they're going to keep coming. You know what I'm saying? So this is why sometimes they say a person with a knife is more worse than the guy with the gun. You know what I'm saying?
I could dig that if they charging at you and all of that. But if you in the house, shut the door and de-escalate.
Right.
Like if they're charging you, then
I don't even think they should have went. Yeah.
Yeah, you can shoot somebody with a rubber bullet and take them.
Yeah, they could have
bullet,
tased whatever, you know, and my thing is, my thing is they shouldn't even open the door at that point. If she says, I'm gonna do this or do this, try to calm her down before you even try to open the door, you know. But
try to do. You negotiate.
You got to keep us up on this, Pinky.
Yeah, keep us up on that, man, and see what's going on.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, they having you know, protests and stuff out there. So we definitely get some update on that. The next Food for Thought, episode. So stay tuned. All right.
What else you got?
The DNC, Democratic National Convention. Monday so far Thursday tonight, Kamala Harris is gonna be talking, but on Tuesday, the show was rocking. You know what I'm saying? We had the famous was there. You know, they had Chuck Schumer, they had other people there like Oprah Winfrey and stuff like that. She talked last on, but everybody talking about Michelle Obama.
Yeah, Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama.
For years, Donald Trump did everything in his power to try to make people fear us. See, his limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two hardworking, highly educated, successful people who happen to be Black. I want to know who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those Black jobs.
Yeah, man.
Yo.
Yeah, that deserve. Yeah. Yeah, that was shots fired there.
That was, oh man.
Yeah.
When he said that, brother, I had to get up and clap. You know what I'm saying? That was listen, man, that good food. That's like, good food for the soul, man. Like respect make, them dishes, man.
That was good, like one of them dishes, one of them respect dishes.
It was delicious.
That was good. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was, but
What up?
Obama came, with the, she came with the entree, Barack Obama came with the dessert, you know what I'm saying, rock the house and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, there was some cheese, you know what I'm saying, some Trump looked like a little orange sherbet with cheesecake, you know what I'm saying?
Obama gave him that whoop-de-whoop.
Whoop-de-whoop, you know what I'm saying?
And then he kissed his boo like, good job, baby. Good job, baby.
What you got, baby? What else you got?
What else you got? Yeah, man. But also, man, it's crazy, man. It's crime, man. A guy got hit, in Manhattan. He got hit with a bottle across his face while he was watching his phone. Yo, it was just people, doing like that, and burning cars and then trying to burn a house, and a 2-month-old baby got rushed to the hospital because of that. Yo, we gotta stop with all this nonsense, like stupidity. We really gotta stop this, man, because this not is you bringing a nation down. You know what I'm saying? When we trying to, each other and stuff like that. But on a good note, also on the DNC, I'm saying about the pro-Palestinians. They're out there protesting too. So it's just they got the right to protest. You know what I'm saying? But protest small. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to go to jail. We just want them to, just speak your mind, and it'd be good, man.
And protest in
That's
peace.
all you have to do. Just speak your mind.
Protest in peace, man.
Protest in peace, man. But on a good note, our New York Liberty, our women, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
25 and 4 straight. He gonna get that title this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go to the Canyon of Champions, bro. And celebrate, man, because they're gonna get it. Nobody's stopping them right now. New York is right now.
Definitely moving.
I just can't wait. I just can't wait till football season about to come. You know what I'm saying?
Why, for your Jets?
Yeah, for my Jets, baby. You know what I'm saying? So that tailgate coming on. So
Yeah, man. Big up. Big up. Yeah, man.
No, God bless you, and have a good night.
Yeah, man. Yeah, big up, man. We want to thank Bria Cheri for coming in. NTO LAVE for joining us tonight, man. We had a good time tonight, man. Big up to them for coming in tonight, man. And also, thanks to our listeners tonight for tuning in, because I know the DNC got you guys going back and forth with us, man. And we want to thank you guys for coming on, man. And
yes, we appreciate it.
Yeah. Before we go, go ahead. What you got, D?
Say, just remember on that voting thing. Can you hear me? I said, on that voting thing, vote how you want to vote, but just vote. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Vote how you want to vote, but just vote.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we're gonna leave you with this video, man, by NTO LAVE. This one is called 18. Until next Thursday, we'll see you then, man.
A new year calls for a new kind of podcast, live every Thursday at 8 p.m.
This is a Food for Thought exclusive.
Say your lave, why you rapping like you waiting? You not a young boy, just stick to something mainstream. You might be on to something, but why you out here hating? Y'all wanna go hate me? Why keep going through the same thing? I'm gonna go crazy on this one. Y'all niggas is way too lazy to fuck with this one. It's like I'm an astronaut, the way you on my mission. Go blast off, never gamble, so no cash laws. Got the pipe on me, never pass off. Got the mask off, but you hiding for. Y'all niggas is extra, like Tylenol, or you higher, no, one dialogue. Wanna talk a little bit, have a conversation? We can work it out, I'm a cool dude. Same time, I'm a rude dude. Try to fool who, that's a no-no. What it do? Get you watched up like a UFO, like a juice box. Touch ground like tube socks. You a hologram like Tupac. They not real, I would not kneel. Don't play games, God still won't know I'm here till the knock's real. Y'all niggas is bottom shelf, I'm top tier. Better hurry up, nigga, I won't stop. Better catch up, got bad luck. I'm the key to this, you a padlock. Why the mad look? Better studio down like a back hook. Get the fireman. Know this nigga with a wire man. Singing nigga like a violin. Better watch out, nigga, I'm already gonna reload. Say your lave, why you rapping like you waiting? You not a young boy, just stick to something mainstream. You might be on to something, but why you out here hating? Y'all wanna go hate me? Why keep going through the same thing? Said I can't hold it in. When I hold a pen, I'm so polar in. I know I'm molded in. Most of these niggas I don't care, cause I wanna keep totaling. Gotta go for the liquor, put the soda in. Let me drink some, think some. Okay, I get it, I understand. I know what I gotta do to get my respect. Gotta yell a little, gotta fight a little, gotta murder tracks, gotta put a bad bitch on a bike a little, get money, get cash, get a house with a dog, gotta fight a little, I read books, fight a little, gotta get my vocabulary up to the top like an educator. Y'all niggas ain't on my level, you P1 and I P5. Hear my version ain't revised, okay, I give them like 3 tries to get it right. I said it right, I'm rapping nigga for a better life, never fall behind, get ahead of life. I'm nasty with it like a head of lights, even though I wear my sweater tight, I'm still cool. Hat back nigga, you know how I go. I swag right, copycats wanna do what we do. They can't though, I'm a different guy. Listen guy, fuck around and get a missing eye. We already know niggas, you don't want no parlay. Say yo lave, why you rapping like you waiting? You not a young boy, just stick to something mainstream. You might be on to something, but why you out here hating? Y'all wanna go hate me, why keep going through the same thing?